Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the end. This is the end of Nerdingham. This is going to be our final episode of City Skylines with this city, and the final episode of City Skylines for a couple of weeks until the expansion comes out, just because I want to take a break from the game for a little while. I've been playing this nearly daily since the game came out, so I think taking a break to freshen up a little bit between now and the expansion would be great. I have some ideas for what I want to do with After Dark, but that is in the future. Let's talk about right here and now. So in the previous episode, I asked you what you would like me to do with this city as a final thing, and the majority of the suggestions were flood the city, which I guess we'll probably do towards the end. But I just sort of want to look around, I want to tweak some things, I want to go on a journey to each of the areas that we've made here, and we'll start just here. We'll start just here, because this is the first area that we made. This intersection was right here. It was just all along here. And it was great. It's, you know, Broad Heights has expanded. I think Broad Heights may actually be... Yeah, it doesn't actually include this area. We should probably fix that. But, you know, Broad Heights here, nice and expanded, looking good. I actually really like this suburb. I legitimately do. It's nice. It just does the job. Now let's go ahead here and just neaten up the district a little bit. Just neaten up the district. This is something I haven't been doing in this city that I really should have been doing a lot more. I think it's fine if we have it sort of go... Okay, no, that's not okay. That just... Oh, what have I done? That's not what I wanted. I want to just bring this down here, like so, and then I guess we'll use the smaller brush to just neaten this up. That looks awful. That's an awful indent there, but that is fine. I will ignore it, because I'll probably never see it again. Let's just come around here. There we go. Alright, so that's Broad Heights. The first place we made, Broad Heights, absolutely love and adore it, and... Can I just mention, I said there I'll probably never see it again. I might come back to this city for like an hour at some point for like a special episode after Dark comes out. I might do the same with our previous city as well. Was it Nerdshire, or I think that was it? Well, yeah, it was Nerdshire. That was the one. I might do that just to see if we can use a lot of the new stuff that comes in the expansion to make the cities a bit better. But I guess no promises. Anyway, let's head over the water here and have a little bit of a look about. We have River Park, Lake Square, all of these places. Pretty sure this was sort of the first expansion that we did up into a city. We put in all of our highways. We got Shithole Industrial. It's still Shithole Industrial, which we'll come to in a minute. You'll notice some changes there. We'll talk about those shortly. We obviously have Christopher Square, Ryan Corner. We have Korriban Academy, the CBD, City Hall. We have all of these places, a lot of which aren't actually districts right now. But, you know, lots of stuff going on here. Our most recent addition, of course, being Nerdingham Royal Harbour. Outside of the city, International Airport, Nerdro Hills. You'll notice I'm not going through these in detail. That's because I do want to talk about Shithole Industrial. Coruscant University, and way out here, Cupcake Town, which has finally fully developed. What's the population of Cupcake Town? Almost 8,000 people live in Cupcake Town. That's pretty fab. I'm okay with that. I really am. Now, let's talk about Shithole Industrial a little bit. So, I've extended this highway through the entire area. You would have seen me do this if you tuned into the live stream. I can't speak, apparently. The live stream of City Skylines that was yesterday, as of when this video is going out. It was, I don't know what day this is. I think it was like the 3rd of September. I streamed for like an hour and a half. And did some of these changes. And generally speaking, I'm fairly happy with the area. I've changed a lot of the layouts. I've, you know, obviously ran the highway through there. And it just seems to work. I mean, there are still areas where traffic backs up like crazy. Oh my god. And I've just noticed that this is a very key area where traffic seems to back up like crazy. There's a question. Where is this traffic all going? Like, you guys go up and around. So a lot of you are going that way. A lot of the traffic from here is trying to go up there. Now, what would be the reason for that? Because there are ways to get through. Like, you can go through there, so... a lot of them are going to... Right, that probably needs to be a one-way road now that I think about it. That should probably be a one-way road. Just this bit, basically. I think... Or maybe not. Maybe the whole thing should be a one-way road. That might be worth looking into. Let's give that a little change. Let's see. I feel like this should be one way. Coming down here. So face that way, then go up to there. Over that way. I need to be very careful with how I do this. Then this needs to be a one-way road. This is totally going to invalidate a lot of what I'm doing, though, because... No, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This needs to be a two-way road, definitely. That needs to be two-way. This can be one-way. Okay. So they come in, they go down that way. They have a one-way road going that way. I think that's necessary. I do think that's necessary. Then I think I want a one-way road going up and around. Definitely up and around. I know this is possibly going to hurt the area, but the reason I want the one-way road is so that people will not use this road going across to the left there to get to the depot. So we'll see how traffic handles that. It should be okay. It is a big old one-way system there, but I think it'll be okay. I do think it'll be okay. We'll see how it works at least. Oh, wait a minute. Is that going the wrong way? Yeah, that was totally going the wrong way. Well, that was a problem. There we go. Alright, so that traffic can now go where it needs to go. A lot of the traffic is currently turning off the wrong way, which is a bit of an issue. I'm sure we'll get that sorted. That is, that's not great. That is definitely not great. I need to increase the speed on those roads as well, actually. That's something I did. That's something I've done in a lot of this area. I've increased the speed on some of the roads, because if I don't, then traffic is totally going to back up. And it also sort of encourages people to use those roads, which is what I want. So you guys can go there and there. I mean, I don't know why you'd need both lanes. You guys can go there. You guys can go there. And there. Okay, so that should help things a little bit. We'll see how traffic handles it. That is a bit of an issue, that a lot of traffic is coming this way and trying to go to that that cargo train terminal. That's not great. Oh yeah, also added in a bunch of trees back here and a bunch of paths just to make that area look nice. You know, I like myself some aesthetically pleasing scenery. And that's what I've got. Now let's go ahead and use, what is that? That is just the D-Zone tool, isn't it? I've never used the D-Zone tool. Interesting. Well, it's not, but it's interesting to me that I've never used it. I thought I would have, by this point, used pretty much every tool at my disposal in the game, but apparently I am wrong. Let's go ahead and just zone in some industry there, and I'll zone some industry around here as well. Alright. That ought to be good. I just want to fill out this area in general. I want it to look nice. Also want to get rid of this, and I think I'll do some... I'm going to do some offices in here. I like, ooh, maybe not there though. I do like having these offices as a bit of a buffer for a lot of these areas. So we'll just do offices the whole way around there. And that looks alright. I could put some pathways in there too. Yeah, I think I will bring a pathway down from here, straight down, and then I want to take a pathway from there to there. Okay, and then I think I want a pathway from there to there as well. Alright, so that's a way to get through the areas, I suppose. I should probably put one down this way as well. I mean, I could go from there. I'll go from there. We'll see how that goes. Sure, that'll work. Any more needed? I mean, I could put one around here. Could be interesting, I suppose. Yeah, we'll bring a pathway across, whatever. We'll go from there. Maybe straight through? Nah. Maybe not straight through. Okay, from there, we can then curve it to the road. Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Really, I do want to perhaps do a path back here as well. I really like outlining my areas using pedestrian paths. It's kind of, it just makes it look nice, you know? Just makes it look nice. I think I'll go through there. I think I'll go through those, I'm gonna go through those buildings and put the path down. Just so I can, oh god, I don't like that. No, I want it to match up on both sides. So have that one go like that, that's fine. Then we'll add in a crosswalk. Just in a good, oh my god, that's a lot of people using that. Where are you all going though? Down there? That's suddenly a lot of people using that road, oh my god. There's a bus stop right there as well. Okay, I don't quite know why they're using it, but sure. It's an awful lot of people. That's a lot of people getting off the bus. Good lord. Alright, I guess they're gonna walk around to here. Some people using it down here as well. That's nice! I like that. I do like that. I like that people are using the paths. I can't put a path in there. Let's go up like that. Sure. Make it look nice. Just fill in the area with trees, maybe. I think we will. I think these are the right trees. I think these are the ones I've been using. Yeah, there we go. That ought to do it. That looks interesting, is what we'll call it. How's traffic going around here, by the way? Because I realize I've put all these industrial buildings in an area that has a lot of incineration plants. So there's a lot, and I mean like a hell of a lot of garbage trucks going around here. So that is, yeah, that traffic isn't doing so great there. Why is that traffic backing up like crazy? I guess a lot of that is just garbage trucks. It'll be fine. How is this going? It's moving, and traffic is certainly backing up less around these areas. So we'll see how that goes. We will certainly see how that goes. I'll leave that for a little bit of time, and we'll come back to it maybe in a little bit. Maybe we'll never come back to it. There's no guarantees, really. This is sorta the final episode. There's other things I want to look at. So this is backing up a little bit, which is less than great. I'm gonna turn traffic lights on there, I think, and hopefully that'll help things a little bit. Because this road has the potential to back, I think yeah, it's this exit here on the highway leads to this road here. So I think having traffic lights to let this traffic move is possibly a good plan. Because I definitely need to not have traffic backing up onto a highway. Although, generally speaking, this whole area is moving. That is one thing I will point out. This whole area is, you know, there are traffic jams, but I mean, oh, that one isn't moving. There are traffic jams, but mostly they get moving eventually. Like, even this is a huge traffic jam, but it does move. And for that reason, I'm kind of willing to, let them slide, honestly. Like, even this, like, this is a lot of traffic. It is, but when those lights change, it gets moving. And that kind of means it's okay. I mean, these guys are struggling a little bit because of this guy in his van here, this idiot, who really should move. My god. Yeah, okay, well okay. I might have been wrong about this one. It's not moving as much as I thought it was, but that's fine. This isn't what I want to look at. This isn't what I want to look at. What I want to look at is I want to come over here to South Bank, which I don't think this is technically South Bank. It is technically South Bank. Okay. I want to come over to South Bank. I want to just extend this district a little bit. And basically, I just want to fill it in, I guess. I just want to come over here. I want to fill in this entire area. There we go. And we'll just come around like that, and I'll just oh, no. I will make this look pretty. That's what I'm gonna do, gonna make it look pretty. So come around here like this, and to there. Alright, and then just fix that road, because good lord. I really wish it wouldn't do that. I really do. I really wish it wouldn't do that. There we go. Alright, so that is an extension of South Bank, and I just want to fill it in and make it look nice. You know, we have a little bit of residential demand, which is nice as well. But, I think what I'll do is take a road off of here. Sort of just curve like that, and then down like this. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that turn, but I like where this is going. Yeah, I guess that works. That'll work. That's a horrible... Oh, that's horrible. This... I forgot how bad I was at roads, gonna be honest. That'll do. That'll do. I need to fill it in with something. I don't know what to fill it in with. Maybe... residential? I think No, there is a recycling plant there. Maybe not residential. Maybe I will fill it in... I mean, there is some commercial demand. Commercial could be a good one, but, I don't know. I want a one-way road coming through there. I know that for a fact. I want a nice one-way road coming through, and then I think I'll have a two-way road come off of here. And connect to there. Sure. That'll do. I suppose that'll do. Let's put some offices along the front of the recycling center so that no one has to, you don't have to go shopping and put up with the smell. We'll put a couple around here as well, just to deal with that. And then I think I'll fill in some commercial and commercial all along the highway. Put some residential in this little space. And I think we'll put some... I'll put some... Oh, God, let's not click the wrong thing. I'll put residential in there. I'm not actually going to put more residential, now that I think about it. I just want to put some commercial in here because I realize, you know, with how long it takes for commercial or residential zones, I'm getting all my zoning mixed up. With how long it takes for residential demand to build in the city, it's probably worth not putting too much of it in. This area could probably be filled out as well. So I think what I'll do is I will bring a road sort of just off of there. We'll come to here, and I think, again, we'll do commercial, just since that's the one that seems to have the most demand. So we'll do some commercial up to that point. There's no point doing it behind the subway. That'll never get zoned. And then we will do a little bit of office space, I suppose. Just build up to there. And like that. Okay, that should be good. That'll hopefully zone and fill out at some point. I mean, it will. It'll just take a long time. The question really is, will it happen in this episode? I mean, place your bets now, but I'm going to say it probably won't fill out. Just saying. Although it is nice to see this area has, it is nice to see that this area of residential building has almost filled out. There's one space left where it hasn't. But, you know, the majority of it has, which is pretty great. Anything else I need to address? I mean, there aren't really any empty spaces. I mean, around here, yeah, but it's got power lines coming in. It's got trains, roundabouts. Like, there aren't really any empty spaces. I mean, over here again, yes, but a lot of the empty spaces you're seeing are through design. Like, this area is empty, but highway, so it's okay. This area is empty, but trains, so it's okay. I think we're pretty good. I mean, I did say I wanted to sort of feather out the edges of the city so it wasn't just a straight cut off. Like, this definitely shouldn't just be a straight cut off at all, but I mean, it's difficult to do when there isn't demand, is the problem. It's kind of difficult to develop your city when people don't really want to live there. You know, when people don't want to move in, when people don't want to build things, bit difficult to do anything, really. Let's just go ahead and fill this area with some trees. There we go. Just all through there, some lovely, lovely trees, just to brighten up a little bit. The trees do help feather it. The trees help the city look a little bit more full, I guess. So let's do some trees around all the edges, just like so. I should probably blend a little bit here, or at least try to blend a little bit here. That looks like a blend, right? I guess that does the job. Sure. I mean, I could put some of those trees in there. I mean, what would one big click do? Oh, that looks okay. That totally looks fine. Let's put some trees in there. And just generally across the city. There we go. Lovely. Lots of trees. That's what I like to see. I'm not sure about what I'm about to do, I'll be honest. This could be a bad decision. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's actually okay. Let's just fill out a lot of that space. Fill out a lot of that space. And just generally do that. There we go. That actually sort of worked. It does look very deliberately placed, I'll be honest. It doesn't help that it's a lot of big circles. So maybe like that, I guess. Sure. That doesn't look, that looks awful. It looks awful. But I'm gonna allow it, I think. Gonna let that slide. Might do some slightly more dense trees along the highway though. But slightly bigger ones too. So let's go with the nice big trees just down the sides of the highway. There we go, feather it into the city a little bit. That looks alright. I mean, down here it looks great. Up here it looks awful. But I think that might be the case with a lot of cities. I mean, let's have a look here. This is, it is a bit barren, isn't it? It is a little bit barren. Maybe a big selection. Yeah, that fills it out so much better. Oh, that looks so much better. There we go. So fill in all of those spaces with bigger trees. That helps so much. That's great. That's exactly what I want. Okay, fill that out. Nice big forest there. Sort of just click along the edges here a little bit and see what we can do. This is really just... I wonder when I'm going to hit my limit for trees. That's the question. When is that going to happen? Because that's totally going to happen soon. That actually looks good. I'm going to be honest. I like that. Quite a lot. Let me get another big selection and just sort of spread some miscellaneous trees throughout there, because it does look a little bit, looks a little bit too uniform. So let's just put some different trees through it, and I like it. I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with that. This edge, not so much, but it does what I wanted it to do. And this area is actually filling out here, and there is actually residential demand. Good lord. You don't see that often. That is, that's a rare sight in Nerdingham, seeing people want to live here. That's a rare sight indeed. I'm really happy with how this looks. I kind of want to put some trees about the farming area now. But that's a bit of a trickier one, because really there wouldn't be. Farmland would be very clear of trees, and intentionally so. So maybe clicking there and sort of fill out some of these areas around it could be a good bet. Yeah. Fill out the areas around the farmland, and then just dot some miscellaneous trees through it as well. There we go. And it kind of works. Not as nice as the other areas that we've done, but it kind of works. I mean, I can't really clear it, so I either make it work and make it look good, or I don't. But I think we're possibly onto something here. Let's click around the edges a little bit and try and not fill in the farmland. Click there. Let's get another type of tree. We'll go with whatever this one is. Oh, that was bad. Okay, maybe we'll not go with whatever that one is. We'll go with the slightly smaller ones. There we go. That looks fine to me. Again, it kind of just... I mean, it overruns the city a little bit. But I kind of like that. I really do. I mean, down here looks great now. You know, lots of small trees around in the farms, and then outside of it, just huge trees. I like it. I like kind of bordering my cities like that, my little towns. I don't know if I'll do it with Nerdru Hills, although I guess there are a lot of pine trees in there. Let's maybe do it with the smaller ones, but not the whole way around it, just on one side. I want to do some pine trees up on the, sort of up on the hill here, up in the upper section of Nerdru Hills. Then go for whatever these trees are and just sort of dot them through. Dot a couple of them down in the town itself. And just down around the front of the town as well. That looks nice. That looks nice. I like it. Yeah, I quite like that. Let's put some trees through it as well. That's good. That's good. Off to Cupcake Town. Let's do some I think this needs a nice section of pine trees. Oh, I think this needs some nice big pine trees. Especially up on these hills. There we go. Just paint them in. Up on the hill. Behind the city. Behind the town. Whatever we're calling it. And possibly through the houses a little bit too. Then some nice big trees of this variety in there to just spread out the color, you know. There we go. What does that look like? That looks how I want it to, I suppose. Are these trees? Yeah, they're the big ones. They are definitely the big ones. I think a couple of smaller ones down the front could be good too. You know, just to feather it out a little bit. And just down around here a little bit. Yeah, I like it. I should have done this a long time ago. Not when I'm gonna be, you know, flooding it to, you know, appease the comments on the last video. This is totally something I should have done a long time ago. Put in trees to make it look pretty. That's so good. I love that. I don't know if I kind of want to do pine trees around here now. The pine trees really do make it look nice, and this whole area is so barren that it would kind of be... It would kind of help. I may have went a little bit crazy with trees here. I'm gonna be honest, but how good does that look? I mean, especially in little suburban areas like this. It just looks great. I love it. I don't know why I didn't do this so much sooner. But, I mean, it is possible that this is just the lazy way to make your city look finished. I will be honest. It probably is. I probably shouldn't put trees around the airport. I think we're good with it as it is. But this just looks so good. This area is still barren as hell. But, I really like it. I think I want to put some trees at least along the highway here. I think we will go with the big... You know, the nice big pine trees. So we'll just spread them out a little bit. Have them be slightly more dense in certain areas. Spread them out just around there a little bit. This is going to be a little bit tricky to feather, I guess, since these areas are very barren indeed. But I think the best way to do it might be a huge selection like that. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's... Well, that's something I'm going to have to fix. That is something I'm going to have to fix. I can probably do it. I mean, if I click sort of there, click there, and then get some of the other colored trees in there. Oh yeah, I can make this work. Get some of those in there, spread them out a little bit. There we go. So in theory, it looks, yeah, that looks a little bit more feathered, I guess. Sure, I'll allow it. I'll let that go. That looks alright. It's a nice big forest. I wonder what the forestry looks like around. Yep. That's forestry, alright. That's a lot of forestry. I think it looks good though. I do. I think it looks so much better. It makes it look like there is stuff, you know, natural land between my city and everything else. Okay, let's go ahead and save the game. Also, here's another behind the scenes. You don't... Oh god, I think the game's crashed. So I guess the question is, how are we going to flood the city? And I think the easiest way to flood the city would probably be with a dam. So let's look into a dam. I'm thinking from here to there. Space already occupied. Alright. From there to there. Space already occupied. Alright. Alright, have it your way. We'll do from there to there. Space already occupied. Slope too steep. Fine. We will flood. I kind of want to flood by City Hall, to be honest. Oh, that works. Sure. That'll be oh. Well, that's a bug. But sure. That'll probably flood, right? That's in the middle of our river. So I can only imagine it will totally cause some issues at some point. Yeah, water's rising. I mean, the easier way to do this really would just be to mess with the terrain, wouldn't it? That really would just be the easiest way to do it. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Let's bulldoze you. That's going to cause some waves. We have enough money. I'm not going to be saving this bit, so I'm free to mess about. Let's get a nice big brush. In fact, you know what? The hell with that. We'll click here. Go to a nice big brush. And do this. There we go. That'll hopefully create some issues for the river. I mean, I know it's creating some issues for me, so it should be fine. It'll be great. This will be great. This is totally not gonna destroy everything I've worked on. Right, there we go. So that's a nice big natural dam, which is currently being scaled by the water. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, the water is starting to rise. That's, oh, it's starting to flood the street. There we go. It's actually starting to rise in the land over there. Oh my god. What have you made me do? What have you made me do, internet? This is potentially going to be kind of destructive. This is, oh yeah, it looks like it's flooding the other side as well. This is totally going to be incredibly destructive. Yeah, that other, oh my god. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, no wonder you guys are flooded. Look what happened. The land shifted and is now, there seems to be a waterfall. I need to raise that land, I think. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Let's raise it up a bit. There we go. Gonna create a double barrier right here. That's what we're making. It's called a double barrier. So we're gonna do this like so. Gonna bring it over, and we're gonna force the water not onto the first barrier, but not the second. At least that's my thinking. We'll see. Oh, this is. See, the problem with flooding this city is that a lot of it is uphill from the river. It's not easily flooded, is what I'm getting at here. This isn't the easiest place to flood, but I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. Yeah, you guys there, you're having some problems. You're definitely having some. Don't drive into it. Oh, my train station's getting flooded. Is it gonna be enough to flood City Hall? That's the question. Is it gonna be enough to flood City Hall? I don't know that it is. Is it flooding anywhere else? Doesn't really seem to be. It's trying to. It's just struggling. Also, oh, my poor harbor is totally going to get completely screwed with, isn't it? That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very interesting. Is it enough to flood City Hall? I don't think it is. No, it doesn't look like it. The rest of the city is now being flooded, though. Oh yeah, that is quite the flood. Okay, well, I guess there is another way in which I can push water up onto my city. One that is slightly trickier, but we shall do it anyway. So what I want to do is come down here. I want to raise this land up a little bit. Not, you know, not incredibly far, but that'll do. That is enough. We will then select that land height and raise a lot more to it. And then if we increase the size of our cursor to there and bring this over like so, in theory, if this water works the way I think it does, all of the water that I've just displaced needs somewhere to go. I think it might work that way. Yeah, I think it's working. I somehow think it's working. The water's definitely rising. Yeah, that water is definitely rising. I don't know if it'll flood my city, though, since it can just flow backwards. But we'll see. We will certainly... Yeah, it's up above the power lines. Oh, God. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me go first-person camera. Which I've slowed down... Oh, yeah, no, okay. That is, wow. That water is incredibly high right now. That's gonna be interesting. That is gonna be very, very interesting to see where that goes. Oh my god. Oh my god. What have I done? What have I done? I'm wanting to be all cinematic and put in more camera angles and stuff, but I kind of can't. My frame rate is not holding up as well as I'd like. When I go into the cinematic mode, or even if I zoom down here, my frame rate, it doesn't like it. I'm gonna be honest. Wow. That is a large body of water that I have just shifted, which is actually what I'm going to do with a lot more of it, just to see if I can flood the entire city. Also, kind of want to lower the terrain. No, I probably don't want to do that, because that's going to allow the water to go elsewhere. Well, we'll do it anyway. There we go. We'll do some damage, like so. Now, there's a lot of water has been displaced, so we'll see where it goes, I guess. There we go, displacing more of it. I could probably raise that up a little higher, but I think we might be good. I think we might be good. We'll see what this water does. Because currently it's flowing uphill, and currently there's a lot of it still to flow. We've managed to flood City Hall, which is nice. Now, what are we going to do down here? What are these spaces? Oh, okay, they're going weird. That's to be expected. Maybe I should create a large... I could create a flood down here if I wanted. But I think we're good. Oh yeah, no, that water's rising. There's Korriban Retail Park is slowly being submerged. The Amsterdam Palace is mostly underwater. City Hall is mostly underwater, and the government offices look to be next. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys have seen better days. You guys have definitely seen better days. How's the harbor doing? The harbor's loving it. They don't have to lower the cranes as much. They're fine. They are fine. City Hall is now... Yeah, it's still submerged. That's, that is something. This area is now starting to flood. That's a lot of water. And it's still rising, which is the worrying thing. Oh no, wait a minute. I didn't notice this area flooded so much, but unfortunately, it certainly seems that the water is subsiding, so we can fix that. Oh my god, a lot of people are dead. There's a lot of dead people. That's, it's not great. Let me see, can I just raise... Can I increase the size of that? No. Can I just raise the land up a little bit? I'd kind of like to raise the land up a little bit. Gotta be honest. That'd be nice. Let's see, raise the land up a little bit. Where is it? That's it, just above the water level. So bring it down to like there, I guess. And then select that as the height. Then bring everything up to just below the water level. And that. Now that could do some damage. Especially if we go to areas that, you know, where the water level is currently quite low. I don't have the money to do this, actually. I've just noticed. Whoops. That's fine. It's fine. Fine. We're making money. We're still making plenty of money. We'll see how the game handles all of this, though. This will be interesting. That whole area is flooded and mostly underwater. Interesting. That's, very interesting. Now, what's going to happen to the water that I've just pushed up? It looks like it's rising. There's traffic's looking for pockets where the highway isn't flooded. Always an important thing. Always got to know where your highway's not flooded, but unfortunately, the tsunami hasn't subsided. There is, oh my god. Wow, okay. I'm not doing any damage back here, which is nice. I don't want to do anything to Broad Heights. I like it. But downtown, I mean, I'm happy to flood this. This area gives me so many problems that I don't mind flooding it at all. Look at these guys. They're legitimately going there and just they're waiting for the water to sort of go away and then they'll pull forward. Like, what do you say? They will pull forward in a second. Once, yeah, there they go. They see an opportunity. And then they'll wait. You know, they'll get into the water a little bit. And then they'll be like, oh, crap, we're underwater. Let's wait a minute. It's kind of what these guys are doing, except these guys have less luck because they're pretty well submerged and the water is coming back. Good lord. Oh wow, I think I've got a higher water level this time. The Amsterdam Palace is pretty much completely underwater. City Hall's about to go the same. Oh, that's certainly interesting. How's the harbor looking? And is this the boat is just sort of there? So yeah, the city's flooding like crazy, but I mean we've got people to bring to the harbor. You know, we're just doing our job. That's all we're doing. Oh my god. Apparently I've flooded this far back. Apparently I've also flooded, like, there as well. Wow. Although the water seems to be going back into the river now, which is a little bit disappointing, I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of hoping the water would stay nice and high, but oh my god, the train station's completely submerged. Okay. I mean, this isn't anywhere near as disastrous as I thought it would be. I will be completely honest. I thought it would be worse. I did think it would be worse. I mean, there's a lot of abandoned buildings. A lot of people are probably dead. A lot of people are leaving the city. And, I mean, they can't technically blame the mayor for this one. Because, I mean, if people are implying that the mayor has the ability to raise and lower the land at will, they will be taken and shot because they know too much. But, I mean, yeah, the water seems to be flowing back into the river now. At least yeah, there it is. The water is subsiding. People can slowly start getting back to the regular life. Some of it isn't. Some of it's still flowing in. I'm curious to see what areas are going to keep water. You know, where are little pockets of land where water will probably stick around. Probably around here, maybe. But, this has certainly been an interesting experiment. I'll give it that. I will definitely give it that. This has been an interesting little experiment. Also making loads of money. Still. I'm making enough money that I had negative money, and now I don't. And by a significant margin. What's wrong with you? Water is flooding. Yeah. Yeah, you and all of these people. Seriously. You're not a special snowflake in this particular case. There are many people that have been... the hospital, for example. Fortunately, no patients, although that might be because they're all down, you know, downstream somewhere. That is a possibility. Are you guys still... they're still trying to get along that road? It's like, we'll get along the bloody road at some point. The water has to go somewhere and it can't fucking stay here. Anyway, folks, I think I will leave it there. I do. I don't have enough money to get the entire city to flood, and I don't honestly think I'd be able to get the entire city to flood anyway, since it is all uphill from the river. But, I mean, we flooded the areas that were giving us the most trouble throughout the series, so I think that is, if anything, it's a bit of destructive therapy. So I think that's what we'll call it. But yeah, I just want to, you know, do the usual and thank you kindly for watching. Except this time, I'd like to thank you kindly for watching this entire season of Software Inc. Why? Why? I did that in the most recent episode of Software Inc. as well. I called Software Inc. City Skylines, and I said City Skylines. I said Software Inc. I keep getting them wrong. Whatever the case, thank you kindly for watching Software Inc., but this isn't Software Inc. Thank you kindly for watching City Skylines, both Season 1 and Season 2, if you've been here for the whole thing. Like I said at the beginning, we are going to be taking a couple of weeks off. Whenever the expansion, After Dark, comes out, we will pick up again, probably do a vanilla series. I actually have in mind the kind of challenge I'd like to give myself for that series. So I don't know if it will be... I say vanilla, I mean, I may still turn on unlimited money and stuff like that, just because of what I want to do, basically. My goal is to make a city that is built off of a transportation infrastructure, rather than having transportation be an afterthought. And that'll be especially good since there are a lot of things in After Dark that are, I suppose, built towards and catering towards better public transport. So that's my thought for Season 3. And that's going to be it for Season 2. So thank you kindly for watching. I've been the Conflict Nerd. This city is actually still flooding down here, which is very interesting. And we seem to be flooding the suburb, which is also quite interesting. And this looks like a pool of water that's going to be sticking around. And with all that said, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!